it's Johara. Welcome back to my channel, to the Witchy Reader. So, um, you might get kind of understanding what this video is about with the title and the thumbnail, but I published my third book. Yay, I'm so excited. My third book, my first series is completed, at least for the most part. The main series is completed because there will be a prequel, but the trilogy itself is done, and I'm so happy with how it turned out, and I love how I did the ending. I just felt like it was the perfect send off to Jasmine and her story arc because I put her through some serious trauma. But now she's finally happy, and I just love how I ended it, and I feel like I ended her story perfectly, and I'm really happy with it. Um, Jasmine will not be in the prequel, obviously, because it's centuries before she was born. It's about her ancestor, Rosemary, and the villain of the trilogy, Lilac, and their sisters, which you might know if you know anything about my book or have read it. But the first two books are uh the first two books are at a cheaper price for a limited time only until October 1st to celebrate their book's release. So get them now while they're cheaper, and I will link them down below. But so the trilogy itself is over, but the prequel, I won't say it's just started because I did technically start it before, but I was trying to, because I realized I needed to fix a few things because I tend to edit as I go. I still do an edit, an entire read through once it's completed, but I still edit as I go to make sure that it's not completely terrible by the time I do get to editing. Um, and so I had to move a few things around, so which I don't usually do. So now I have, so now I'm like, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but I'm figuring it out, and it's turning out pretty okay so far. I'm only on like chapter 2, but I already have the next several chapters planned about what they're going to be about. Um, I think I mentioned on another writing update that I had when I was still writing book 3, I had did this passage that set the tone perfectly for the prequel, which I did not intend, because by then I had already actually come up with the idea of the prequel, come up with some ideas, and I think I had even already started it when I wrote that passage, and then that passage ended up setting a perfect tone for what the prequel is going to be about and for what the storyline of it is, and I did not do that on purpose, and it just worked out so perfectly, and that made me so happy. I love when that happens. So the so the prequel is ready by book 3, um, and it's basically, like I said, it's about the villain Lilac, her sister Rosemary, and their brother Ilex, and you don't um even know that they had a brother until the passage that's end up setting up the whole entire tone and mentioned that they had a brother, which the audience couldn't have known because neither Lilac nor Rosemary ever mentioned their brother. They were too busy with their whole sister feud. But some of these scenes I'm writing on here about Lilac just makes me laugh and Rosemary, because you get to see a whole other side to the two of them when they were younger, long, long, long before this whole entire war started. And I know there's a couple scenes I wrote about, Lilac's sweet and innocence, or laugh or whatever, and it just makes me laugh because when you see her on the trilogy, she's anything but. And Rosemary is all rebellious and it's funny because she is anything but that in the trilogy. So you get to see them as completely different people than the people you got to know through the trilogy, and I am loving it. It's making me laugh, and I'm like, wow. Like I had posted on Twitter and my author page on Facebook. If you want to follow me for my updates on there, or on Twitter. Twitter, my name is The Witchy Reader, and on my author's page on Facebook is author Johara Harper. That's also how you can search up my books, Johara Harper. My books should come up by that. The first book is called Jasmine Perez and the Wicked Sorceress. Second book, Jasmine Perez and Another Realm. Third book, Jasmine Perez and the Enchantress. But like I said, I'll link them below. But anyways, I had posted this small scene that I had, and it was they were kind of sneaking out during this big ball that the palace was holding. And Rosemary already had a rope tied to her balcony, so she just threw it down so her and Lilac can climb off of it. And uh, Lilac's like, "How many times have you snuck out?" And Rosemary says, "What does she say?" She's like, "I refuse to say anything that will implicate me," or something like that. And then they both share a glance and laugh. And I'm like, wow, you're getting to see a whole other side to the two of them, and you get to see them actually close because they they were at two opposite sides of this war for so long, and in the trilogy all you ever got to see was them fighting. You never got to see any real sisterly love, and that right now, until I get to the part where it shows Lilac's downfall, eh, that's all you're gonna see is the two of them getting. You get to see how close and how much they truly loved each other in the at the beginning of their lives, at the beginning of their story before, well, life happened. And it makes me kind of sad, to be honest, because it's like, man, these people are so happy, and I know I'm about to just crush them. Oh well, people already know that their story arcs didn't go out as planned since, well, this is a prequel in the trilogy, you already know about you'll already see them afterwards. So you're just gonna see how it happens here. So yeah. But anyways, yeah, so my third book is published and I'll link it down below. That was loud. That was not supposed to happen. That was loud. Moving on. But yeah, so I'll link them down below, the book links, and it's the paperbacks that are a limited time offer and a bit cheaper right now, not the hardcovers, or the ebooks. But the ebooks are cheaper anyways than the paperbacks and hardbacks, and um, the ebooks are also free if you have Kindle Unlimited. So yeah, um, but that is all for this video. Please like and subscribe and comment uh, your thoughts on if you guys want to read this trilogy. I hope you do, and tell me your writing updates, how your writing process is going, and we'll talk below. And I'll talk to you guys later.